And Ace has just taken the track to a whole new level with Fast Canyon that you'll see later on. Like, he does one of the most intense switchback sections in the game without touching the brakes once.
Which is extremely difficult to do with Ben when he's so stiff.
Yeah. All he does is go off throttle some. That's it. It's incredible to watch. And it's hard to the point where I've spent probably 12 hours just grinding that segment, and I'm not great at it. Like, I think I've gotten it properly once. But it's crazy to see sometimes.
Oh yeah, both of them. Oh, that was a little nasty pocket Mike took, but they're really close.
Both players have given us the ready.
Okay.
Let's see some speed hypes in chat, and we'll give them the countdown.
Doing the countdown now. Countdown has been given.
Now we're just waiting on both players to start up. No, King Bean, we've just, we were doing a couple minutes of intro and hyping things up first. Nah, we'll always announce the actual race starting, guys. Yeah, both players are getting ready. Nah, if we're not doing play-by-play, we're not in the actual race yet. All right, here we go. This is their restart for the actual race. All right.
This is off.
Yep. We're just going to wait for a little sync up, but this track opens up with that long straightaway, really good for building up some speed, and then a couple of pretty easy little turns, and then you get the first route choice here with what Ace did, and what he's doing here. These off-road segments may slow you down at a base speed level, but the line is so much quicker that you can actually make up the difference. Ace with a small bonk going into the hairpins, and Mike takes them smoothly. That's going to be a very slight time gain. And we're synced up. They're both completely even going off the jump. And there we go. Now, this little segment is one of those weird ones where if you don't do far camera, it's really hard to see. If you have the far away camera like Mike does, you can see a couple of obstacles on that, no problem. But Ace's camera is a lot trickier. They're going to go to the left now, and then take the shortest direct route through this segment, which is the canyon. Now, as we said in the opening, taking this canyon without touching the brakes, like Ace just did, is one of the hardest things in this game. Mike didn't quite get it down, so he's going to come out about half a second behind. Or, yeah, about a little over half a second. Yeah, then this 10th segment, this little shortcut, only opens up on the second and third laps, and it saves several seconds on overtaking the standard line. Now that we've talked through the direct bits of this track, anything to add on a little bit of flavor for it, Draco?
Well, this is kind of crazy to see this going on between these two players, because they both were like two of like the top 3 players of this game ever in the game, probably. And we are doing this, so I know Mike and I were the first major rivals back in the day, but this is crazy, and
yeah,
now we're going into the crevasse.
And like I said, let's see if Mike can make Fast Canyon this time. He's looking pretty good so far. Oh, not quite. Final corner. Ace lost a little bit of speed on that one too, though, so it's not as bad as it looks, but it's still a little over a second now. Oh, that's a death from Ace, though.
God. Whoa!
Okay, that
this
puts
is what I mean by This is what I mean by matches coming down to who slips first.
Yep. And that puts Mike... Enters that at 249. That puts Mike 3 seconds ahead of Ace. That's not something you can make up from the mistakes Mike has shown so far in the Canyon. It would have to be something catastrophic.
Yeah, and you cannot count on Mike to crash because his def rate's so low.
Yeah, no, you can never play around Mike making a mistake. Like, you have to assume he's going to do the track perfectly. And here we go. Let's see what happens. We're going to have to see what happens at this ending. Taking the same line as usual. Ace is still quite a bit behind. We have to see what happens with Mike in the Canyon. This is the last real point where something can really sway this race. Tiny bonk, nothing too bad. Ooh, that's a bad one.
Bad one, but still not enough.
Yeah, no, it's not going to do it. Or is it? Or is it? No, okay. It looked weird.
That crash did it.
Yep. Ace actually made up almost a full second.
Yeah.
That's kind of impressive to make up over almost a second on that final lap alone.
Yeah.
But now we're going to get into the track permabans, and we'll see where things go. But that is a 1-0 lead for Mike.
I have a gut feeling on what they're going to ban.
Yeah, we'll see what comes up, though. This is... All right.
He's banning Baru Coast. No surprise there after how horrible Mike was previously there.
You're shouting into your mic a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's banning Baru Coast, which is not surprising. Mike is a beast on that track.
Axel, it is 1st to 7 for this one. And how do the track picks and bans go? So after the first race, which is determined by banning circuits, then striking individual tracks, players will get to ban 2 tracks each that are out of play for the entire match. And then after each track, the winner of the previous track will get to ban 1 track that is out of play for the next race. It sounds more complicated than it is. It's pretty simple.
Well, that's a surprise. Fire Mountain Rally and Mike Bain Endoprim Centrum.
Ace is specifically banning out tracks that are mistake prone. Because he knows he can't bait Mike into a mistake. He's trying to pull Mike to tracks where he can match Mike's consistency.
And Mars
ban, so we might be seeing a skip force out of Ace. Which means Inferno ban.
Inferno, no surprise there.
Yeah, good pick from Mike. Although I don't think Ace has really done much of Inferno skip without Mars. So that's probably not the ideal ban, actually. Because Inferno skip is near impossible without him. See what Ace comes back with here, though. I'm expecting a Doug Derby pick from him at some point. I don't think he'll come out of the gate with it.
I predict Ace is going to force a skip at some point in this match.
Oh, he's absolutely forcing skips. The man found most of them.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Abyss skips. Okay.
I didn't expect that.
It's what I handed Mike his first track loss in the tournament on.
Yeah, but Mike was the one who found the skip.
Yeah. MK, you did miss Mike winning on Andobi Mountain Run. But other than that, you're good. But we're going to Abyss skips. And while Mike was the one to find it, Ace did kind of revolutionize it. He found some faster paths for it.